Welcome everyone to the location and fight guide for Lord Styx, the Night Champion. The boss can be found in Dracula's Demise, as shown in the map with the blue marking. For this boss fight I used the Sanguine Sword, Amulet of the Blade Master and the Grim Knight armor set. I also used the Blood Rage, Power Surge, Veil of Chaos and Crimson Beam abilities. This is a really hard hitting boss. I would recommend bringing a few Blood Rose potions just in case if you need some extra healing. Keep in mind however that if you take damage, the potion will be cancelled. This boss has 8 main key points. During the fight, Talzur the Winged Horror, who is flying in this location, will spit down Chaos Fire. When hit, you will receive a decent amount of damage and a Chaos Burn for about 8 seconds. Try to move away from this. The boss will release 3 swarms of bats in a row. When hit, you will receive a decent amount of damage and get knocked back. Also, for every half second you remain inside of these swarms, you will also receive a small amount of damage. Try to sidestep these swarms. When the boss performs a flip into the air, the boss will try to hit you with his sword. When hit, you will receive a large amount of damage. Try to use your dash ability to avoid this damage. When the boss has a red circle around him, the boss is about to release a lot of blood discs. When hit, each disc will deal a decent amount of damage, but if you stand really close to the boss, you could get hit by multiple discs, which could lead to a very large amount of damage. Try to move away from the boss and sidestep these discs. The boss will also perform 3 attacks in a row, first 2 slices and then a stab attack. When hit by the slices, you will receive a decent amount of damage, and when hit by the stab, you will receive a large amount of damage and slightly get knocked back. Try to move away from the boss to avoid this damage. The boss will also transform into a bat and quickly try to fly away from you, followed by charging back at you. When hit by the charge, you will receive a large amount of damage. Try to sidestep or use your dash ability to avoid this charge. When the boss flies into the air, shortly after adds will fly down. The number of adds summoned depends on the number of players attacking the boss at once. I would recommend killing these adds as soon as you can before the boss reappears, as these adds will deal a large amount of damage. Consider using your ultimate ability to kill these adds. When the boss starts hovering into the air and your screen goes a little bit darker, the boss is about to summon a lot of swarms of bats. When hit, each swarm will deal a decent amount of damage. And for every half a second you remain inside of these swarms, you will also receive a small amount of damage. Try to move or use your dash ability to avoid as much damage during this phase.
Dracula, how did I fail you again? I feel stronger.
After killing this boss, you will unlock the Bat form, Vampire Power. With the Bat form, you will be able to quickly fly across the map. This can be very handy if you have items in you that cannot be teleported. Keep in mind, however, that when the sun is out, the sun will still burn you. You are now also able to craft Onyx Tears at the anvil. You can now also craft the blood key at the artisan table. For the blood key, you will also need to farm greater Stygian shards. You can obtain these shards during the rank 2 Rift Incursion events. When equipping the blood key, you can now endure the sun for 112% longer than you normally would be able to. And here is a comparison between using and not using the blood key while standing in the sun. I hope you enjoyed this guide, and if you want to see some live content or have any questions about the game, you can always come and visit me at twitch.tv/Chiraku. Thank you again very much for watching, and I see you all next time.